There's 5 elements that you have to have a great handle that I can almost guarantee you're not practicing right now. Coach Jesse Mitch here with Get Handles Basketball, where I show you how to play like the pros. If that's something you're looking to do, make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon so you can catch the newest videos the second they come out. If there's anything else you want to see from the channel, first of all, make sure you check out my channel. Really good chance I already got a video on it because I got hundreds of videos. But if I don't, leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll try to get you a video ASAP. So the first element, and I'm going to show you some of the things I work on with players throughout this video from the training sessions I've done with them, but also show you live. But the first element is grip. If you think about it, like grip and feel for the basketball with your hands is probably more important than anything else, right? Because if you don't have a good feel for the basketball, how are you going to control it? How are you going to maneuver it quickly? How are you going to react to game situations? And if you can get a better grip on the basketball, it'll make everything you do quicker, more precise, and more controlled. So one thing I really like to do is just get my hands wide on the basketball before I practice and try to palm it. Now, if you can't palm it, just put your other hand under the basketball and squeeze those fingers in as hard as you can. One other thing I like to do is finger dribbling with each of the fingers individually, really snapping each finger. Okay, those 2 things will help you a ton. Or you can even grip your fingers into the basketball one by one like this. That'll help you a ton as well. But there's a lot of things you can do on that side of things, but those are 3 of them that I really like to do. Click that like button if that tip helps you. The next thing that most players are missing is hip mobility. It'll get you a longer first step so you can get past your defender. It'll get your hands lower to the ground so you can have a higher ball in hand time, which makes it easier to control the basketball because now you're catching and releasing the basketball lower to the ground. You're also on balance and you're quicker to move into your changes as a direction. But most players don't have the hip mobility to even get into this position. Usually this is about all they get. That's a problem. So here's some quick things you can do to stretch your hips out. Pigeon lunge. Get the shin nice and squared or parallel to your chest. Back leg back so your toes are on the ground. Lift your chest up high. That'll stretch that hip flexor. Hold that for like 30 seconds and come down over the shin. Hold that for like 20, 30 seconds. Those 2 stretches alone will help you a ton with opening up the hips, the hamstrings, and the butt muscles so you can get a longer, more explosive first step. But leave me a comment. Who do you think has a better first step? Kyrie Irving or Kemba Walker? Next thing is terribly, terribly overlooked, and it's balance. You have to be on balance, especially with basketball, because so many things we're doing, we're on one foot, right? When we're changing direction, when we're stopping on a dime, there's these brief moments where we have to be really on balance so we can be quick to explode forward, change directions, stop quickly, all that. So here's a couple quick things you can do to develop that. One of the things I really like to do is just one hand, 1 foot balance passes against the wall, or you can do this with a partner and switch around where you're catching and throwing the basketball. The ones up high will be pretty challenging. Ones down low or really far to the sides will make it challenging. So if you got a partner to do this with, that's great, or you can do it by yourself. Starters though would be just more chest passes with one or with both hands, and then work your way up to doing one hand. That's a little bit more difficult. Think about squeezing your foot so like you're trying to grip your feet into the ground like a hawk clawing into the ground. Squeeze your butt muscles and fill your belly with air. That'll activate your core. You'll find it a lot easier to stay on balance if you do those. Another thing you could do though is if you don't have a wall or a partner, you could just work on crossover dribbles and combos, V dribbles, inside out, doing that on each leg, right? Just to get your balance down with each leg. And then one final thing you can do with the wall that I have players do, and it also helps develop that hip flexibility in first step, is start with a long step with the ball overhead. That'll help activate your core. Take a really long, low lunge so this foot, or this knee I should say, can almost hit the ground. Come up onto this 1 foot, try to stay on balance. Fill your belly with air, do the pass from there, come back up, step back slow, step back, and repeat. Boom, boom, boom. Up, back, back. And then you would repeat with the other leg. Great little circuit you could do to improve your balance and get you a much more explosive first step, change the direction, and pretty much improve everything you're doing on the court. Last 2 things. Number 1, raw hand speed. You have to have quick hands in basketball, especially if you want to have a good handle. Two drills that I really like doing for this is the spider dribble, classic one that doesn't need to be reinvented, just working on that hand speed, going left, right, in front, left, right, behind, or you could flip it around and go right, left, but what you want to work on is getting lower and lower and lower so the ball's barely bouncing off the ground and those hands are moving really quick. Don't be afraid to lose the basketball from time to time. Push your speed on it. One other drill, I have all my players do this. It's the behind the knee clap. Put the basketball behind your knees, drop, clap, catch. Drop, clap, catch. But then from there, you want to get out of your comfort zone. Don't worry so much about catching it and just try to get it in the air. So like that, okay? And you might not get a big clap. I sometimes will get a big one, sometimes I won't, but it's a good way to just get out of your comfort zone and get your body and mind thinking quick. And then the final thing that a lot of players need to work on is wrist mobility. That'll get you more snap on your dribble. So two simple things you can do are stretch. You can have your hands like this on the ground, so go like this, rotate here, lean back. You can do this on a counter at your house if you don't want to kneel down. Really doesn't matter, but the idea is that you're bending these wrists back. You can even do it with your other hand. And then working on the other side here. Okay, what that's gonna do is allow you to flick that wrist back further and then also snap it down further so you can get more power and pop on your dribbles, so you can have a lot more speed to your dribbles and more control. If you found this video helpful and you want to take all these concepts next level, I've actually got a workout that kind of combines all these things and add some other elements to take your handles next level very fast, and it's free. You can click the top link in the description, pop in your email, I'll send that to you right away for free. It's going to help thousands and thousands of players, and I'm sure it'll help you too. Just click the link, pop in your email, and I'll send it right away. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you click that like button, that subscribe button, and the bell icon so you can catch the newest videos the second they come out. And make sure you check out this video and this playlist. Those are going to help you a ton as well, I'm sure of it. Thanks for watching, make moves today, and I'll see you in the next video.